And welcome back. Now it's that time again. Cool signs, my favorite part of the week. Here with us is Colin Chino, and we're talking about air pressure today, right?
Yes, that's what we're going to go over today. A couple of experiments for us.
Perfect. And Explora, you guys are the ones who do it all. Let's start.
Yeah, so I have here just some basic plungers that you have, at your toilet. So we're going to have us pull these apart. I'm just going to hold it, and so you're going to go ahead.
Woo! Okay, that was a little tough.
A little tough, huh?
Yeah.
So we'll go into that a little bit later. But a basic law of physics is that when you hold out your hand, you have the same amount of pressure from both sides. But we don't feel it from the bottom because of gravity.
Gotcha.
So when it comes down to some of these experiments right here, we're kind of taking out the air from the inside. So the only place that the pressure is coming from is outside.
Gotcha.
That's why a little bit more difficult. Exactly. So it's a little bit more difficult to pull them apart.
I gotcha.
So as long as we kind of remember that this morning, then we'll kind of go through the rest of what we have for you guys.
Okay, sounds good. What's the next part here?
So let's see. Hopefully my water has been boiling. I have a little bit of water boiling in each of the cans.
Yeah.
So hopefully that's been going. And now I have here just an ice bath. So it's taken from one extreme to the other. So let's just see.
And I love this too.
Not enough time.
That's okay. We'll let those go.
Yeah, I think I had enough time to start boiling. That's okay.
We're talking air pressure, and I love this because I throw these kind of terms out at them all the time, right? And we talk a lot bit about compression too, and something I wanted to mention with the high pressure that I always talk about, when we start to squeeze the air. Yes,
that's definitely what's happening in the can. We'll definitely hopefully get some reaction.
It warms up.
Yeah, just get a little bit more action going on inside.
This one's actually my favorite here.
This one's pretty neat. Hopefully, let's see if I can get this going here.
Okay, I'll switch with you.
Let's see, so this is an air compressor, and hopefully I have the valve. And starts taking out the air.
Okay. So you're taking the air out of the bag?
Out of the bag, yeah. And so hopefully we're in time. Open up the valve. There it goes.
Okay, now the balloon. Gotcha.
So it's a vacuum chamber basically, and so I'm sucking out the air.
Okay.
And a little bit more. There we go. Look at that.
Nice. So it's different here. Instead of actually blowing air into the balloon, we're actually just sucking it out.
Yeah, and so basically what's happening inside the balloon is that it's just expanding the rubber is all it's doing. So it's kind of like giving that a look that it is inflating, but it's just kind of pulling it out as it's suctioning the air out of the whole chamber.
I love that
Yeah,
too.
it's pretty neat.
And as far as these experiments go, can we find these at Explora? Do you guys do these?
We do a lot of these in our camps,
Okay.
just for kids to observe different, reactions going on. We actually also do these in our demos that we do at schools. So definitely can see them at Explora different locations. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
And I know these ones weren't quite ready yet. Tell me what this would do. If the water's boiling
Yeah,
inside?
if the water's, that's a little bit of water just bubbling inside, so that all the air is coming out, with steam. And so there's no air again inside the can. So then when we flip it, it's going exactly to the cold bath.
Yeah.
And then that air just kind of crushes it. So it's pretty neat to see. Hopefully you get these going.
Yeah, I know it definitely does take a lot of time. And it kind of all goes back to this basic principle that we were talking about.
Exactly.
The equal pressure on both sides. With the lack of air, you're not going to have that extra.
Exactly. All the pressure is coming from the outside. Yes.
Tell me really quickly. You guys are going to be closed.
Yes, we are closed, unfortunately, for a week. However, it is to give Explora a new facelift, pretty much. So
cool.
Yeah, all the staff come together and we do all the kind of different crazy jobs. Lots of nooks and crannies to get an Explora. So
sounds good. And we'll actually have a recap of all of this on our website. Thank you so much, Colin, for joining us. Explora, I love them. We'll be right back.